Oh, it still hurts.
Welcome to The Taste of Horror, the show that not only allows you to see and hear horror movies, but also allows you to taste them. Today we're giving you a taste of Last Night in Soho, released last year and directed by Edgar Wright.
So I guess we have two drinks for you guys today. One made by myself, one made by Tucker.
Yeah.
So I guess, shall I start? You started last time?
Yeah, you go for it.
Perfect.
We're going to go through step by step on how to make it. So
yeah. Today I am going to be making a drink. Few things you'll need is a glass, beer, and lemonade. This is a recipe that's mainly from Britain, I guess. It's called a shandy. Obviously, you can see the resemblance to the movie or one of the main characters being Sandie, and obviously being in Britain.
Yeah, it's a drink from Britain. The character's name's Sandie. The drink's called shandy.
Yeah,
makes sense.
The drink is either light, and you can either consider that a good thing or a bad thing. It's technically about 2.5% because it's a beer mixed with lemonade. That's all it is.
It's almost like a radler. Really.
Yeah, it's exactly a radler. And technically just shandy's another name for radler.
Okay.
You can have it however you want. I've heard of mixtures with like grapefruit, apple juice, Sprite. So let's get down to it. First, lemonade. Followed by beer.
It's just half and half.
Just half and half.
Okay, that's simple. Easy to make.
Simplest drink you'll ever make.
Unless you just crack open a beer.
Unless you just crack open a beer. Then you're done.
It involves two different ingredients. So
two different ingredients that are very easy to get your hands on.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I guess let me introduce my drink. Fair warning, this drink, it's gonna get you fucked up if you decide to drink it. It is a Vesper martini to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's a martini. You're going to want a martini glass. It takes 3 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of vodka, and half an ounce of dry vermouth. The recipe traditionally calls for half ounce of Lillet Blanc, it's called. But us being in Regina, Saskatchewan, you can't fucking find it anywhere. And I don't know why it's not in any of our liquor stores around here. So I did some research and found the next best thing, which is dry vermouth, basically. It's I've got Martini brand here because it was a brand that I was familiar with, so I got that. But the reason I chose to make this drink is because it's literally the drink that Sandie orders in Last Night in Soho. Mm-hmm. When Jack asks her if he can get her a drink, she says a Vespa.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually thought it was called Vespa, which is also, I believe that's Spanish for bee or wasp. And I thought, when I first saw it, I was like, that's what it's called? Okay, it's weird. But no, it's Vesper. She's just British, and I'm stupid. The best way to serve this, they recommend, is by making it in this glass, shaker glass, mixer glass, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it just makes the drink a little more tolerable because it chills it out like a lot. So you're going to want to put ice in this cup. Basically fill it up about halfway is what I found to work the best. Halfway. I don't recommend drinking this drink warm. It's going to be miserable. But yeah, start off with the 3 ounces of gin first. Pretty much just, yeah, this is an ounce shot glass, so I'm going to pour 3 ounces in there. Also, if you've never had gin, which, I don't know, I feel like most people have had it. It tastes and smells like pine. So it smells nice, I'm going to say. I like the smell of this drink. The taste, however, it's harsh. So you definitely are going to be sipping on this. You're not going to be chugging this drink for sure. It's another one that you're not going to play our drinking game with, which we'll be releasing in a couple days here for Last Night in Soho.
You could play the drinking game with it, but you'll have to take the smallest sips you've ever taken in your life. Yeah,
this is basically like having 4 drinks in a way, because it's 4.5 ounces of just straight liquor.
Yeah.
The gin's 40%, the vodka is, again, 40%. This vermouth is only 18%, so it's a little bit of relief, I guess. This dry vermouth is only half an ounce, so it's just there to add a little bit of flavor, I guess. So you're not just drinking straight pine and vodka.
Pine and vodka.
And you're going to want to stir this for a reasonable amount of time, just so you get it chilled, like, a decent amount. Because you don't, like I said, you don't want to drink this warm. So I'm just going to stir this for a while. Don't mind me. We're going to stir this and cut back, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, welcome back. Been stirring for, I don't know, about 30 seconds, I'd say. There's no specific time. Just stir it till you think it's cold enough. Also, the more you stir it, the more you'll dilute it, because the more the ice will melt. Don't want to put the ice in the martini glass, so you're going to want to strain it. We got a fancy strainer now. But yeah, if you put the ice in the martini glass, it's just going to overflow. And it's meant to serve chilled, but not on the rocks. So yeah, you just pour that in there. But yeah, there you have it. That is the Vesper Martini, famous from James Bond, actually.
Oh.
That's where it originated from, was James Bond. I think it was the Casino Royale book from 1953 is where it first originated. And then Last Night in Soho took a lot of inspiration from James Bond in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
And this is one of those ways where Sandie ordered the Vesper Martini. And yeah, that's why one of us had to make this drink, because it's
in
literally
the movie, right?
Yeah, it's in the movie. Not just in the movie, but it's like ordered several times. So we had to make it, even though it's not the tastiest drink, we still had to make it.
Yeah.
So there's our two drinks. We got the Shandy that Alex introduced to us and made, and the Vesper Martini. Shall we go ahead and taste them?
Yes.
All right. Let's taste the Vesper Martini first, just so we can wash it away with your
I haven't
drink.
tasted it yet, and I do awful with hard alcohol, but let's see how this goes.
Just a little tip. When you're drinking any shot, really, or hard alcohol, if you want to not feel the burn, take a breath in, take your sip or whatever, and as soon as you swallow, then breathe out, and the burn won't linger as long. Just in case you guys didn't know that, that's how I drink these drinks, to be honest. Just because, yeah, it's a lot of liquor, so it's a little bit of a burn. Anyways, definitely a sipper. When I first looked at what the ingredients are, I thought, wow, this is going to be the worst drink I've ever tasted. But what are your thoughts on how it tastes?
So I had a lot of flavors going through my mouth when I took my first sip.
Yeah.
None of them were pleasant, but honestly, it's better than I was expecting.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't taste great. Like, we'll be honest. It's definitely... You're not going to drink this for pleasure, I don't think, unless you're a psycho. But
there's some people that like martinis.
There is. And I guess, yeah, different people like different things, and maybe this is for you. But it's strong. It burns. And, yeah, it's definitely a sipper. Don't go chugging this, or else you're going to get fucking wasted. But let's move on to your drink.
All right.
I'm looking more forward to this. Yep. That's a Radler for sure. Tastes good. So yeah, I think it goes without saying, we know which drink we're going to recommend for you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to play our drinking game, use the Shandy. It's actually very refreshing.
Oh,
I
yeah,
could
definitely.
find myself drinking this in the summer.
Yeah. That was the main recommendation. It says it's a great drink for hot summer days.
Yeah, definitely is. It won't get you that drunk, considering it's just half a beer for one drink.
Yeah.
So take that into consideration. You're going to have to drink a lot of these if you actually want to get drunk. But for just a nice, refreshing drink, this is definitely a good one to go to. If you're looking to get absolutely wasted, go with this one. But yeah, those are our two drinks for you. Make sure you tune in to our drinking game on Wednesday and our long-form bottom shelf podcast, where we're going to discuss a lot more of the details about Last Night in Soho as well. That'll be on Friday. But for now, thanks for tuning in, and this is us saying cheers to fears.
Oh, it still hurts.